Oh,
That's a
boy.
good.
That was a good one.
Ooh.
That was a really good one.
Welcome to the new episode of You Hate to See It. I'm Adam.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Nick.
Ferda.
Ferda.
Ladies
Ladies and gentlemen, please play along as long as you're not driving.
If you are driving, that's an extra added bonus.
Yeah, well,
Good to you being ballsy.
Yeah.
I think for legal reasons we have to say we do not condone drunk driving.
No,
I'm pretty sure there's a legal reason for that.
there might be.
We don't condone drunk driving.
We don't. We don't.
As
We
Jeff,
don't.
as Jeff sounds like he took a rough shot there.
We also don't condone underage drinking.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. Unless you're listening to this after the Boogaloo, in which case just do whatever the fuck you
The
want.
only time you can drink while underage is if you live in another country or you're visiting another country that the legal age limit is
Or if you're in
lower.
America after the
After the Boogaloo.
That's
Can't-
in the Boogalations.
Yes.
At 17 in America, can't you?
I think George Washington said that.
George Washington definitely.
Yeah, George Washington
Yeah.
definitely
Even though they
said that.
definitely didn't have a drinking age back then.
No.
But George Washington knew it was going to happen one day and definitely said that.
Can't you drink underage in a bar at like 17 with your parents?
In like
in
Wisconsin.
like certain states.
Wisconsin,
Oh,
I
it's
think.
possible.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I think
Yeah.
it might even be 16 as long as it's like wine or beer or something that can't be hard.
Well, in Russia,
That's how
beer isn't considered.
Yeah, Russia,
It's like considered a soft drink.
yeah.
Yeah, they start drinking at like 15, 16
I know-
years old. I had a buddy from
I know
Austria.
for like in Germany, it's like you can drink at 16. It just can't be anything but like higher than wine.
Yeah, they do like my buddy from Austria. He was he couldn't drive until he was 18. They have their driving limit is 18 years old, but you can drink at 16. So that way you understand how to drink before you start driving, and you don't have the dumbasses in America who like to drive drunk.
Hey, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I've never done that.
All right,
For legal reasons, I've never done that.
So where are we at?
Oh, we are currently recording from. Well, it's really hard to tell where we are, but it might be Toledo.
Okay.
I'll let you know later in the podcast if it clears up.
I can tell you, determined by the weather here in Toledo, that it is 100% Toledo because it is wet and muggy
It is
and
Toledo.
awful.
Okay, we're in Toledo.
Nice.
Cheers,
Weren't
everyone.
we supposed to record in like Lincoln? We'll record there next week.
Next week, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. Whenever the fuck this comes out.
Well, you hate to see that.
Well, it's Valentine's Day. Next
Yeah,
one's
next week's gonna be.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, next
You
episode's
do-
gonna be Valentine's
You
Day.
do hate to see it, boys. Also, my glass wasn't green when I.
Yeah, why is your glass green?
He has
One
one
of
of those. He has those special.
I
color
didn't
changing
know
ones.
what he poured in there when I first saw it.
Yeah, that's what I thought also when I poured whiskey into it.
Like, what is this?
I was like, how did this go bad?
I didn't know that could happen. Ooh.
You want to do a little update, just a little update-a-roo since we last did anything?
I am an
I don't-
idiot.
Hold on. Why did I want to know why Jeff pointed at his dick when you asked for an update?
Because
Update?
on a date, his dick
Up.
goes up.
Date!
Yes.
His dick's actually named Date, and he's yelling at it to
to
go
get
up.
up. Well, if I know, today I solidified myself as a dumbass. If you guys would like to hear about that.
As
I would
most
love to.
times when you wake
Yeah,
up.
like
Yeah.
you didn't. You've already solidified yourself as a dumbass, but I'd like to know your reasoning why now is the official dumbass time.
So I work at a front desk in a building. And
You ride a Segway?
no, I do not.
Oof.
I've seen people ride in on Segways though. But
Do it.
I work at a front desk in a building, and today there was a big tour for a new tenant that's moving into the building. There's about 100 or so people just getting a tour of the building. And as they're leaving in their little cliques and groups and little shits, just leaving.
As
And
most people do.
someone just goes, "Bye, have a great day." And myself, being the big-brained genius I am, well, let's just say the big-brained genius wasn't there. Instead, the meme of the guy, like the weird Eastern European dude just going, "Bye, have a great time," came in, and I said, and I quote, "Have a great time." So that client thinks that the front desk guard is now an idiot.
I mean, so they just finally
They're
know
not
what
wrong.
They found
Yeah,
they found
they
out the
finally know
truth. Yeah,
what we know.
they discovered the truth. as the person saying goodbye to them and hello to them every day is going to be saying, Have a great time.
You gotta keep it up now.
Whenever I see that person,
You can't let
Have a
them know
good
that you're an
time.
idiot.
Yeah.
You have to pretend that this is business as normal.
yeah.
You're just doing normal stuff over here.
And like she was already in the revolving door, and I just see like the other dude she's walking out with turn back and just give me a look like, what the hell?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we got Chad, our new mascot, Chad.
Say hi, Chad.
Still think Thaddeus. Chad also works.
Don't interrupt Chad.
Yeah, Chad was in the middle of speaking.
Yeah, Chad
right
was
there.
about to speak to you. Okay.
Speak to me?
Yeah.
Or speak to the sweet, sweet ears of our listeners.
All right, Chad.
I don't like how
continue.
you held eye contact with that. That made me uncomfortable.
Chad, continue, please.
Yes. Thank you, Chad. That was
Oh.
great input.
Yeah, what a good guy. Good guy, that Chad. Yeah. So we meme guy died. He last.
Wait, he died? I didn't know he died. I thought he just retired to
No, he
Florida.
had an R.I.P. tweet for him.
Oh, I just figured it. What?
He's dead.
Retire in pleasure.
No, he died.
With death. With sweet, sweet death.
He had an R.I.P. 2020 to 2020.
He had a short career.
He was so young. Meme guy.
We wouldn't have had those conflicts with him there at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the beginning. Or halfway through.
I blame our first few episodes struggles on Meme Guy. He caused our distress.
He went out along with a 2-hour episode.
yeah. But Chad came in for these nice hour 15 episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe stretch into an hour and a half.
All right, yeah.
We'll
We'll see.
We'll see. We're not going over an hour and a half anymore. That's too long.
Unless Chad has like a really great argument.
Oh,
If Chad has a great argument,
whatever Chad says goes.
Chad can talk your ear off forever. Really.
For anyone that's really confused, Chad is the new logo.
Yes. As I think Jeff was, because we talked about this yesterday. You weren't here for that.
Yeah. Well, I just I got Chad and I started posting him to everything, and I immediately I was just like, oh, our mascot needs a name, and I just came up with Chad immediately, made the tweet, posted in our group chat about Chad, and Jeff's like, his name's Thaddeus, and I was like, it's too late, it's been tweeted.
Also, quick side note.
Before. Ferda to Chad.
Ferda, Chad.
And you hate to see it about Meme Guy.
Yes, and you hate to see it about
Poor
Meme
Meme
Guy.
Guy.
Yeah, poor Meme Guy.
I'll shed a tear.
Enjoy-
Let's have a moment of silence for Meme Guy.
Chad, shut up. Jesus, so rude.
All right, that was
Honestly,
Meme Guy.
fuck Meme Guy.
Yeah,
though.
Meme Guy was trash. Meme Guy was created in about 10 minutes, while Chad took a week.
Yes. Also, so brief side note: you should definitely follow our Twitter at UYOUH, the number 8, the number 2 CIT. It'll be in the link. Follow it.
That was very difficult. You could just say follow us at YOUH82CIT. You don't have to say the numbers and shit.
This is why I don't get paid.
Yeah. That's why.
It's lit, though.
They can if anyone wants to
Twitter's
support
awesome.
us, you can donate to us. We're trying to save up for individual mics so our sound quality's better. So you can donate to us on
Are you telling me I don't sound like a beautiful fucking woman?
Are you saying I only peak every time I speak?
Yeah. So if you go to
Yes.
Anchor if you go to anchor.fm/H82CIT, there's a little button there for you to
Hey, what's
for
your
you to
computer
sponsor
doing?
us. I'm going to the website.
Oh, okay. I didn't
thought
see
it
you
was-
click on it.
I thought I
why
was
is
gonna
your-
pull up much faster.
Why is your shit doing
but I've
that?
already gone through my whole spiel, so
Okay.
it's too late.
Screw it. Okay. So we've already gone over that. Topics, people. Topics. We got
Alright.
stuff to do.
So there's this thing on Facebook that's been I don't know if you call it trending on Facebook. I don't even know. I just go on Facebook for funsies.
Have
Yeah.
the boomers been sharing it?
I don't think it's the boomers.
It's not the boomers? Okay.
I can see the boomers definitely throwing it in there though to try to catch
Yeah.
us off guard.
Okay. Be careful of boomers, people.
So it says you can tell a lot about a person by these categories. I'll play along. The categories are how you have your eggs, how you have your steak, what kind of milk, what kind of alcohol you like, and what kind of warm drink you prefer. the examples for this are poached eggs, medium steak, almond milk, whiskey on the rocks for the alcohol, and then black tea for a warm drink. I was thinking maybe we all give what we prefer for all
Alright.
these things.
Okay.
So what's the first one? Eggs?
Eggs, yeah.
Eggs. Okay.
I'm a scrambled man. I love my scrambled. I also love
Are you talking just like plain scrambled, or you like
Like an
scrambled
omelet?
with or like a scrambled with
I season.
You season?
I season. I add bacon bits.
like cheese and or
I basically make an omelet, but scrambled.
Okay.
Or I do. I love sunny side up. Sunny side up and poached are like my next two, and they're whatever. I just like the runny yolk. So
I also am a huge runny yolk. Oh, yeah.
Yunny yolk. Yunny yolk. I'm a big fan of fried over easy.
Yeah, that's basically how I am.
So like whatever you get from Huevos Rancheros, it's fantastic. Eggs are runny, but it's also cooked.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So if I like when I eat breakfast, like if I'm having eggs, it's usually with a steak. I'm a huge steak and eggs person. That's usually my go-to like breakfast. So it would be over easy eggs on top of a medium rare steak.
yeah, my steaks I go medium rare to rare. Like I like that they cut like butter.
Definitely more on the rare side
Yeah,
than medium.
I prefer them to like cut like butter, and then they melt and like kind of turn to mush in your mouth a little bit. They just kind of dissolve.
I'm a medium rare guy. I've only ever had rare once, and it was very chewy, and I didn't like it.
It depends on where you go for.
It might have been
It
done
also
poorly.
really depends on like the cut of steak. Like
Yeah.
some steaks.
I
like
think it was-
filet mignon has to be like rare.
Yeah,
But like I'll eat steak at whatever.
I think
like,
this was a
if you-
ribeye. I don't think you can do ribeyes really
Yeah,
rare.
that's not really
it's a
good.
little too
Yeah.
fatty.
If it has a bone in it, you kind of like a T-bone. You kind of have to do more medium.
Otherwise, you're just
rare
eating
to,
raw
like
steak
medium
towards the
rare
bone.
to medium. But I can eat shoe leather steaks too. Like
Yeah.
I'm not picky. I just need a lot more A1.
As long as it's not burnt.
Yeah, I mean steak's steak to me at
Yeah.
that point. But if I'm having it with steak and eggs, I want the steak more on towards the medium side, just because I don't know why with the eggs it just works better
Well,
than like
eggs are mushy anyway, so you
Yeah.
don't want that weird texture.
Yeah, you don't want to be
shift.
eating paste.
But if I'm having just a steak alone, it's definitely more on the rare side.
Mm-hmm.
All right, type of milk. I think we all agree on this. I think it's all almond. for
Almond
all
milk.
of
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
I'm on keto. I can only drink almond milk.
I just ever since I had almond milk, I just think
Yeah.
it tastes better, and I don't know.
It doesn't make
really
me gassy.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I think I prefer milk, like regular milk, but it's really thick at this point because I thought I was lactose intolerant for a long time. So I went to almond milk and I just kind of got used to it. So what flavor? I do unsweetened almond milk and chocolate almond milk. Like that's it.
unsweetened vanilla.
Yeah, so I do because again keto. I'm on unsweetened vanilla. I did see one thing that I wanted to try. Banana chocolate almond milk sounds amazing.
I just feel like getting into those weird flavors takes away from the whole milk side of it.
Yeah,
It makes it like
maybe.
a different beverage.
Yeah.
It makes
if
it like
it's
a
chocolate,
smoothie.
yeah, if it's just chocolate milk, it's whole milk chocolate milk. If it's chocolate milk, if it's just normal milk, I'm usually gonna go unsweetened vanilla almond milk. Like,
Yeah, I can't. I've tried like vanilla almond milk and stuff, and it's just way too sweet. Because I don't just drink milk either. Like I'll drink chocolate milk straight, but the chocolate almond milk. But if it's plain milk, I'm dipping cookies in it. I'm eating it with cereal. Like I'm using it to cook with. And like if I've once had to use vanilla almond milk and like scalloped potatoes, and that is the weirdest thing ever because you're eating cheesy scalloped potatoes and you're like, there's so
Almond milk doesn't heat
I
well.
did that with like when we were in the house, we only had like sweetened almond milk, and I was trying to make mac and cheese, so I used sweetened almond, and it's fucking disgusting.
It's weird.
Sounds awful.
It's
But,
really
yeah,
weird.
it fucks
It
up
sounds
everything.
so-
I didn't think it was like disgusting. It just was weird. Like I wasn't ready for that. So yeah, I just go plain unsweetened almond milk because I don't drink it straight.
All right, this is gonna be a long one. It's just alcohol because we all have a favorite alcohol, but
Yes.
goddamn, does mine branch? It just depends on the day for me. It can branch into so many different things.
Now is this adult beverage? Is this beer? Is this hard
Let's
liquor?
go. Let's go.
I think all
of them.
alcohol's an adult beverage. Yes, I think we can agree on that.
Well, okay. So if let's
wouldn't
start with
consider
beer.
twisted tea
Let's-
alcohol. I'd consider it an adult
Well,
beverage.
that's something that just gets punted off my back porch like it has every
Well,
time it gets brought in.
let's just start with beer.
Mhm.
What's our favorite beers?
Okay.
Bush Heavy.
Bush Heavy?
Keystone Ice. Cold Keystone Ice.
Cold. Yeah, I gotta be very careful with Keystone Ice.
Like,
Once that drops
out of
like
the
2 degrees, it's awful.
Basically out of the freezer, Keystone Ice.
We're talking like craft or domestic though, like because that also changes.
Yeah.
Because if we're just going like pure domestic, like just you can get it anywhere type of a thing,
it's gonna be Busch.
It's
Yeah.
Busch for me. Yeah.
I'm well, and then like for ciders and so I can drink most ciders.
I think Jeff will agree with me on ciders. Woodchuck.
Woodchuck all day.
Woodchuck every day.
I don't think I've ever had it.
It's fantastic. I've only ever found it.
I've done Reds.
At school.
Reds are more beery than Angry Orchards.
Yeah.
So
No, I think it's the other way around. I
think Angry Orchard's less sweet than a Reds is.
Yeah.
I find Angry Orchards more sour, but I find
it's more hoppy.
I find Reds
I don't think it's more hoppy.
to kind of give me that aftertaste of beer.
I also think
Reds.
it's the way like Angry Orchard makes theirs, like with
I also
when
can't
they
taste
do different
bitter,
flavors. Like Angry Orchards are more still like apple based. Like Reds are like mango and strawberry and blueberry and like just more sweet fruits.
If we're doing non like Anheuser-Busch beer, yeah, well they own everyone. Probably either Kona Long Wave or Hell or High Watermelon. Hell or High Watermelon is fantastic.
There's a cider I had when I was visiting Canada that was so delicious, and I wish I could remember the name of it. I think I took a picture of it so I could find it.
I'm a stout guy, so I think Dragon's Milk would have to be.
Dragon's Milk is fantastic.
See, I don't like stout.
I don't like stouts, but
hops.
Dragon's Milk is very good. Yeah, can we all agree? IPAs are disgusting.
Yeah, I don't like IPAs.
IPAs are
Yeah,
disgusting.
I guess I can't say they're disgusting.
Maybe I've never had a good IPA.
I'm not a hoppy person, so
Yeah.
like anything hoppy, I'm not gonna really like. So
Yeah.
But if it's stouts, it's either from the Bent River Uncommon Stout or it's Dragon's Milk. Dragon's Milk you can find.
Yeah, Dragon's Milk you can find pretty much anywhere.
Ooh, if we're going back to domestic, I think we're actually gonna change mine. Mine's not gonna be Busch. Mine's gonna be Yingling.
Yingling? I don't think I've ever had Yingling.
Okay.
It's good.
I found it. It's the best cider I've ever had in my life. I've only ever seen it in Ontario. It's called Sarah Cole Snaffle Carbonated Cider. It's so good. It's I don't know what it's supposed to taste like because it's in French. Everything else on it because it's Ontario. So
Also at this point,
Well,
we
they're
should
not
probably say what we're drinking.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's true.
Well, I'm drinking my favorite just hard liquor in general, which is vodka. I usually prefer flavor, but I'm just doing vodka Sprite today.
Well, we started this a little late because I found a new beer called Golden Bow. It's like a new light beer that actually tastes like beer, but I couldn't find it, so I'm now drinking McClub and bourbon, which is the usual for me.
Yeah, I'm drinking Wild Turkey American Honey again, and then Budweiser again. I kind of stick to my routines here.
I will try and bring Golden Bow for next
I'm definitely
session.
bringing Screwball next time.
Oh god, I don't know if I can have a lot of it. I'll definitely take a shot.
If you haven't tried Screwball or don't know what it is, Screwball is a peanut butter whiskey, and
It sounds phenomenal.
It is the smoothest and most delicious whiskey I've ever had in my life, and I can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
Hard alcohol.
Hard alcohols. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, mine's vodka. I can drink any vodka. For a while, I really liked that Pink Whitney, but I also had 2 full cases of it, so I've kind of run my course with it. I don't think I can really drink it that much anymore. But a classic for me is that Smirnoff Sour.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Smirnoff Sour is so good. Doesn't matter what flavor. It's so good.
That Smirnoff red, white, and blue one's really good too.
See, I don't like cherries.
That makes sense.
So
I'm always a bourbon guy. For Christmas I got a bottle of Angel's Envy, which I find fantastic. It's very sipping. You don't take a shot of it at all, but it's fantastic. I love it. If you're not going for expensive, you honestly can't go wrong with a bottle of Jim. Jim's good on ice. It's good. It's a good shot. It's good mixed. Yeah. So it's just honestly really solid, personally.
I mean, we all know me. Mine's gonna always be Fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love your antifreeze.
I do love my antifreeze. I don't know why. It's that or as of right now, Screwball's definitely edging over it though. Screwball's really good. But I'm just a whiskey guy. Like more of a dark liquor type of guy. I'm not into. I don't like gin or vodka.
Me neither. I'm not. Tequila does weird things to me. It gives me really weird drinks.
I can drink tequila, but I usually don't go out.
In a Jello shot, I can.
I have to.
No, Jello shot is Title IX.
Yeah.
I have to have clear. I can't do dark liquors. Mine's are that tequila.
So apparently, the chemical that gives you bad headache hangovers, there is like a third of it in white liquor compared to dark liquor. Dark liquor has more of it, so it gives you worse hangovers.
But goddamn, is that dark liquor?
But that dark liquor
probably
is
why
good.
I don't really have bad hangovers.
Probably. Jeff and I drink
heavily.
Yeah, heavily and dark.
What about malts? Like, there's the Smirnoff Ices, there's the Mike's Hards, there's the Burritas.
Fuck.
These days it's too sweet for me.
Do we go Four Loko? No.
These days it's just too sweet for me.
I don't. Yeah, same. I don't think I really drink them anymore.
I go back and forth on them, like, cause I don't drink them very much anymore.
I haven't drank those since college.
Yeah, but
I think Red's Wicked is the closest I get to that, because Red's Wicked is Red's, but it's not as sweet. It's a
I think it's considered malt. It's like a malt cider, I think.
Oh, malt liquor. Cobra.
Cobras.
Cobras.
Yeah.
Let's go with Cobras. Yeah.
Good old Cobra.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a 40.
Nothing wrong with half a 40 of Cobra, and then you pour in a Four Loko into it. And
my dad loves Mike's and Seagrams, and Seagrams is just soda.
I actually like Seagrams.
Seagrams
Yeah, it's
tastes
really
soda.
good.
It's
It's literally
I
soda.
don't like them. They're so fucking sweet. It's the same thing with Twisted Tea. You bring Twisted Tea into a place that I live, it's getting punted off the back porch. It happens every time.
My thing with Seagrams is like, the only time you'll see me do it is because, like, every once in a while I don't drink soda unless I'm like doing vodka Sprite or something, and that's it. But you'll never see me just drink soda flat right. And if every once in a while I get that like hankering for that sugar fix or something, and we don't have soda in the house because my dad and I don't drink it. So he has Seagrams, so that's what I'll drink to take
Just
off
mix it
that
with
sugar
beer.
We have to hit on this. I mean, the fucking seltzers, boys. Like,
yeah. I don't like Trulies.
Trulies are very gross.
Yes, they're very gross. The Natural Light.
I actually like Natural Light, and I think that might be my favorite.
It wasn't bad,
but I haven't tried the new Bud Light ones. Smirnoff has some out now, and there's a lot of new ones that I haven't tried.
I think that's run its course. Like, for me,
well, it's also the winter right now. When it comes back to summer, they're like, honestly, like, I wasn't a huge fan of White Claw, but drinking a White Claw outside when it's hot and the fucking White Claw is cold, pretty decent.
Well, yeah, it could be cold piss and it would probably be refreshing.
Well, I haven't tried my own piss after drinking a lot. So.
My favorite thing to do in the summer is like sit out in the lawn chair, reading a book, drinking a Mike's Hard. That's so good.
When I was working nights, whenever I would
smart.
get off and it was like sunny, I'd get off at like 8 and I'd go home and I'd just sit on the back porch while all the neighbors' kids were just fucking playing, and I'm just sitting there with a 30 rack, just cracking one up and just going to town.
And I'm like, some alcohol.
Yeah. And my mom woke up at like 10, and she comes outside and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "Hey, I just got off work. It's like 10 o'clock for me. I'm enjoying my time off."
Definitely when you work nights on a summer day, when you have like the next day off. Oof, there's nothing like
an 8 o'clock beer hits you in a very spiritual place. There is nothing better than an 8 o'clock beer after getting off a night shift.
Yeah, night shift's a fucking whole new.
It is. It's awful.
I've
finally adjusted. I actually have adjusted. I think I've adjusted pretty well.
I did night shifts for a little bit when I was in school because I worked for the school for a period of time, and I had to do night shifts at the front desk, and that sucked because like with like rough days I'd be like, I need to have a drink, and so I'd drink before I would start work at midnight, and I'd be like I'd be sitting there for like 6 hours before from classes to work, and I'm like, it's been a really bad day.
Our shifts were also like 9 hours, so
yeah, ours were 8.5.
Mine
didn't get a paid lunch.
Mine was midnight to 7:30.
We didn't get actual lunches.
We just sat there.
Yeah. So
yeah.
It was more for a shift change thing, just to make sure that everyone had a clean shift change.
What's next?
Yeah, what's the next one?
Warm drink.
Warm drink, so
like coffee,
hot chocolate.
Okay.
Hot chocolate.
Not a huge hot chocolate. Yet again, sweets. Hot chocolate, not a thing for me. Really.
So, I love me a warm cider. That's a new thing for me. Is just having like a hot cider. I haven't never really had it when I was younger, but I love it. But so bulletproof coffee is when you make coffee with coconut oil and butter. Well, you don't have to add butter, but like I've done it for a while, and this week was the first time I've ever tried it blended. It makes it so much better.
Yeah.
It makes it 1,000 times. It's so soft and cream. It's delicious.
And then you get that foam on top.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a huge warm drink person. I think cider would be mine. I drink a lot of coffee, but at this point, it's all usually iced coffee.
Yeah.
Like even when I make bulletproof coffee, I make the hot coffee and then I mix it all in a blender with everything, and then I pour it.
Oh, you don't blend it with ice?
We just don't have a big enough blender.
Okay.
We have those like single serving bullet blender things. So
yeah.
I just pour it over ice, and then that's it. By the time I'm done pouring, the ice is all gone. That's usually
one of the big problems I had when I would make bulletproof before is I would make it and then I'd throw it in a travel mug to take it to work to drink it like a couple hours later. And whenever I would go, it would separate.
Yeah.
When you blend it, it doesn't separate as much, or at all, really. It just holds together a lot better.
A lot well.
Yes.
Lit. These are you hate to see the fucking
you
slurring.
hate to see that, yeah.
All right, what else is on there? Oof.
Oof.
Everyone drink.
Clink.
So since
we're all drinking from plastic
or a can. Well, since we're on the topic of my horrible grammar and inability to speak.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
We moved to it.
Yes, we moved to it. The topic Jeff has been anxious for the past, 2 weeks? Yeah, week.
Yeah, 2 weeks almost.
So, would you like to explain the situation from a third POV?
Well, I was at work. My job involves a lot of discreet quietness. But no, I was reading our Snapchat story, and I don't remember the exact conversation, but Nick came up with trying to find the plural for the word noose, and he couldn't figure it out. So he sent about 8 to 10 messages in a row, all single word of what he thinks the plural of noose is. The first one was nooses, mooses, nooses.
Noosei.
Noosei. Nooses.
Nooses. What's one of them?
Nooseses.
Nooses.
Nooses. Then just noose again. And then, if he was resetting himself to go in again.
I mean, deer.
Hold on, I have it saved. Hold on.
What about? Well, no. Datum. So datum is a single datum.
Boosies for some reason.
Boosies. Oh, that was probably a typo. But hey, who knows?
Nooses.
Nooses.
All right. So the plural form of noose is nooses.
I like nooses.
I like noosei. I thought noosei was good.
I like nooses.
Thank you for the effort, Adam.
Which is Noosies.
Nooses. Yeah. So, well, I don't know. I just didn't know who the hell makes two nooses. Unless
I saw something the other day of it was 10 words that all end in OUGH but have a different first letter or first two letters, and every single one was pronounced differently. It's though, through.
Hey man, the English language is a fantastic language that makes sense.
Yeah,
if you speak it.
Yeah, it's how are all of these words 80% the same letter, the same word, but don't rhyme?
So apparently, again, one day I will bring in a book of information and effort of why English is amazing.
That's what we should get Justin in here for.
No, he's horrible at this. So I'm gonna come in with a big book, but until then, here's why English is genius. So take the word through and through. So the action of moving through and
throwing.
Yeah. So I can't remember. It's the order of the vowel to the consonant, or however it is,
or vowel to the
whatever.
continent.
I can't remember the exact thing, but the order of the vowel that determines whether or not it is what the meaning of the word, whether it's a verb or a noun or an action or whatever.
A verb or a noun?
Shut up. I haven't taken English in forever, and I thought it was interesting.
Just trying to fucking make this make sense. But
Yeah, I'm confused now.
big oof.
It'll be for a later episode. I'll promote it real big, and it'll be a big thing. For me, personally.
Yeah, that's just you.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Maybe we won't. Who knows?
Who knows?
Really all depends.
So, we did get a request for a topic, but we aren't going to talk about it. Would we like to go on to our next topic?
No, I want to know what the topic is that we got requested so late.
It was the Star Wars thing.
Oh, yeah. No, fuck
We're not going to talk about it. Sorry, bud.
All right, so now Chad would like to ask us a question, guys. But before we hear Chad's question, Ferda.
Ferda. Ignore that.
So Chad, what?
I forgot I poured bourbon in that.
So Chad, what would you like to ask us?
Shut up, Chad.
So
You'll never replace meme guy.
So
He already has.
yeah. So Chad wants us to talk about. We want to make up a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
So
I've done this before.
Okay.
I have made up a conspiracy theory before.
Okay.
Why does this not surprise me?
So for reasons. So about 3 years ago, I joined a Flat Earth Discord.
Okay.
Flat Earth
Oh,
Discord server.
God.
All right. I love this already.
I like it, but I also
About
don't.
a week and a half ago, we already tweeted against round earthers and flat earthers. So this
Yes,
intrigues me.
yes. Flat Earthers are dumbasses and round Earthers are idiots.
Yeah.
I think that's what that was.
We're triangle earthers.
Yeah. Wow, this Discord actually has cryptozoology now. Wow, they have a lot of fucking conspiracies. They have oh wow, I'm impressed. So the Discord server I joined, in order to get into the locked channels, you need to basically come up with a thesis, write it out, send it to them to prove that you were serious. So you needed to have a long form explanation of what your
But it's Discord. Why?
Yes. So
Why?
you needed to have a long form explanation of what your theory was. You needed to have 4 or 5 points for your argument, bullet points for your argument, and you needed to have 4 or 5 counterpoints for your argument. And then you needed to summarize why this was your argument, and you basically were writing a fucking thesis.
This sounds like way too much effort.
It was. I did this instead
And
of.
this was 2 to 3 years ago, right?
Yes.
Why is this more than you've ever done in college?
I did this instead of doing homework for a class I had an hour later. Still passed that class though. But
D is a passing grade.
So not wrong.
No, depends.
It depends. Yes.
Depends on your major, but yeah.
Yes. So the theory was that the Earth is flat. So the Earth is flat. We'll call it there. Earth is flat.
Of course, as we all agree here, right?
Yes.
But the Earth is flat, and the only reason we don't know about it is because the global corporations, greedy corporations, are keeping it secret from us because they are controlling the trade winds that allow us to have global trade, so they can control and inflate prices and keep the man in power.
So is this why Jeff Bezos and the whole
Jeff
Australian-
Bezos
Bezos, whatever the fuck his
Jeff
name is.
Bezos controls the trade winds.
And that's why he only gave a certain amount of money towards Australia that we talked about last time.
Yes.
Oh.
This is the real reason.
So he gave they control the trade winds, and because they control the trade winds, they control prices, and because they control prices, they want to keep it a secret, and because they want to keep it a secret, and because they're able to control the trade winds and the tides that allow ships to sail and allow them to imitate planes, they're able to make stuff move from one corner of the globe to the Earth to the other corner so fast via trade winds and tides. But the thing is, tides are not real. Tides, they control the flow of the ocean, and they made up this thing called tides with the help of a projection that we call the moon.
God fucking damn it.
So
I have so many questions already.
The moon is not real. The moon is a projection, and the moon it's just up there. It's just projection up in the sky. And but the whole way they're able to do like, oh, this can get there so fast is because they're able to sink. That's the key. Is syncing up the trade winds and the tides.
I have so many questions.
When they are able to sync them up, they are able to move faster than what we can even possibly conceive on a plane.
Alright, well, I'm gonna act like anyone in this Discord. By anyone, I mean someone who actually logically thinks. But, so, I'm gonna hit the real question first. Did Epstein kill himself to protect these secrets?
So the people that Epstein helped...
With nooses, by the way. Nooses.
Yes, nooses.
Noose-a-sci.
I still prefer noose.
I prefer nooses, but
okay.
He killed himself with nooses.
Yes. So... multiple of them, because when you're dead and after hanging yourself, you're able to tie another.
Well, sometimes you just want extra measures. Like maybe the first one doesn't work.
You're right. So Epstein died because he was going to disclose the fact that the Earth is flat and that the corporations are able to sink the tides and the trade winds in order to make the moon not real and able to get global commerce working.
I can't believe you literally wrote all this for no fucking reason to get into someone's Discord.
It was, I wanted to get into it. So they had here, so the way the Discord was set up was, there were like fucking 100,000 people in this Discord. Yes!
Of course there are, why not?
So the way it was set up was you had the main channel, you had the channels for the flat earthers, you had the channels for the round earthers, you had the channel for the others. I didn't dare go into the others. The others sounded scary.
The others is like the nether realm. Like, what do the others believe?
I never went into it. It was scary.
Like,
I think that might have also been locked. That one might have been locked.
What the fuck are the others? Like, flat earth, round earth, what? Square, triangular? What are the other
cylinder?
They're all pyramids? Like, the pyramids are just pyramids on top of pyramids? Like, palindromes?
So you
pentagon, okay?
You had those channels, and then you had the channels for debates, and then you had the channels for memes, and then you had the channels for shitposting, which nothing was in it, because the entire fucking server was a shitpost. And then you had... And then you had one locked server for True Debate. It was called True Debate. So, in order to get in, you had to have your long form fucking thesis. I tried to get in it. I never heard back, and I can only assume I wasn't allowed in. Apparently thinking...
Because you were right.
Yeah. Honestly, I think they're in on it. They're in on it. So...
This was set up by, like, Jeff Bezos and everyone. Like,
yeah.
They're like, oh, fuck, they're onto us. Like, take this kid out and just never let him in.
Just never let him in. Fucking... Because I know the truth about...
If our podcast gets taken down after this episode...
We know I was right.
Yeah. If we all hang ourselves with noose eyes, then...
Yes. And for some reason,
Did you fart, by the way?
No, I just destroyed the bathroom.
And it's just this. Okay.
Like, when I say I destroyed
that's a good 10 yards away.
It was bad.
Yeah, I can tell.
It was. I mean, I might have farted. I don't think my buttholes were covered. I don't think I could tell. Yeah, it might be.
Air passes through the winds.
The winds.
It's the trade winds.
The trade winds. Yes. And my piss.
We can see them in Toledo.
Oh fuck! Maybe we're gonna get a big Amazon shipment. See what Amazon does. What Amazon does is they don't ship stuff separately. They ship everything that you ever want to order at once, and they put it in a special box. And when you decide to order it, that's when they send it. So that way they don't have to give away their secrets of the trade winds and the tides.
You know those random metal boxes that you would think would deal with your electric by telephone poles and stuff. That's actually just Amazon shipment holdment places where if you open it, you can go down into a cellar.
What about our gas things that we have on the outsides of our houses?
I don't know if you guys knew this. Birds aren't real. I don't know if you guys knew this. Birds are in fact not real.
Yeah, they're surveillance cameras. At least in China.
Yes, and they're not real. And do you want to know why they're not real?
Because they're in China.
No, because you know how they're not real? They sit on high energy live electric wires to recharge. And then they go and spy on you. And that's why birds are in fact not real.
I don't like the crazy look in his eyes. What about... Wait, does that explain why no one's ever been in or out of North Korea? Is there something to do with that?
That's where they manufacture the birds.
Oh,
That's where they make birds. In North Korea, they make birds. Yes.
Shit. What's like the God damn. Oh my god, my eyes have been opened. Honestly, everyone listening to the podcast, like
I let a little bit of the crazy slip when I made eye contact with Adam.
But no, so is that the whole part of like the Serbian part of Russia or whatever?
Oh no, Siberia is where they make cats. That's where they make cats. Yes.
It's not about the prisoners that they trap there, and then if they run away, they just die in the cold for the next 120 miles.
of the workers
In Siberia, Siberia is actually Siberia is actually the linchpin about this whole thing. Siberia is the linchpin. Siberia is where they project the moon into the sky.
Oh.
I thought it's where they make cats. You just told me that.
They also make cats there. And the cats patrol the area. And they kill the people who work there if they try to escape. But they also...
I thought that was the whole 120-mile tundra that they have to go through to reach the next civilization.
Jeff, the Earth isn't that big.
Oh, shit.
The Earth isn't that big.
So when I drive 20 miles and it takes me an hour and a half, it's because it's not...
It's actually 2 miles, and they're fooling you.
Oh, okay.
They had to fucking put the moon on a fucking black screen in the sky.
They also create our cars. That means I could honestly, when I'm going 65, be going at 0.3 miles an hour.
It's all relative.
What if we're all actually just in containment units dreaming?
Okay, well, this isn't the Matrix. This isn't silly, Adam. We're not silly.
Wizards are silly.
Wizards are silly, but the birds not being real.
Sorcerers are goofy.
Sorcerers are goofy. And warlocks are
preposterous.
Preposterous. There we go. Yes. But all of that may be true. Birds are not real. Except for penguins, because they can't. They're the only ones who know the truth. They were a defective batch that they sent south because they couldn't fly and they couldn't spy.
So what's the whole point of the lakes under Antarctica and the cities then? I need to know, Nick.
That's just there. That's just all there.
That's just all there for funsies.
Is
that Atlantis?
Some stuff isn't a conspiracy, Jeff.
But most things
are.
I'm not saying it's a conspiracy. I'm just saying, why are they there? Is that is that where the mermaids live?
The penguins are getting smarter.
Fuck.
The penguins are building.
Guys, I'm sorry if we don't get to the Valentine's Day podcast, but if it doesn't come out,
and a penguin is murdering you. If we die to penguins, you know why. Spread the truth.
Fucking penguins.
Penguins, man. I'm telling you, penguins.
God damn. Still surprised that you have this much information. This explains a lot, honestly, about how you are. You don't have a lot of logical knowledge, but goddamn, I guess this is logical to you.
Yeah, I mean, it all made granted.
So why'd they make you? Why'd they make you to walk the earth and tell this truth? Are you the Messiah?
So I'm sure you've all seen Happy Feet.
Yeah.
Happy Feet has a coded message.
Okay.
Oh, god damn it, of course it does.
What is it?
The leopard seal that attacks the penguins in Happy Feet, that is the only man who knows the truth in the world. He is there trying to save the world by killing the penguins, but the penguins are too powerful and he is silenced by the trade corporations who control the wind and the tides. They are the orca that kill him. I think he got killed by an orca. I don't remember what happened to him. I think I don't remember what happened. So
What are we talking about? I looked at my phone for 3 seconds. I have no idea what's happening.
We're talking about Happy Feet and seals and how the man is trying to silence us about penguins. Yeah.
I think you just lost me on your conspiracy.
You may think the penguins are the good guys because they can't fly. They manage to harness the power of cold. That's why they don't need to recharge on electric.
So have I, but I don't recharge on electrical lines. I also just don't die.
Maybe Jeff's a penguin.
What? Maybe Jeff...
I'm the leader.
He escaped.
That's why I asked about the lakes under Antarctica. I wanted to know if you truly knew.
Wait, based on what I witnessed earlier today, Jeff can't walk on cold surfaces, so he's definitely not a penguin.
Sometimes it's still kind of scary, even if you're trained by it.
So earlier today, Jeff goes out and he's walking on snow and just randomly just eats shit. It was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Feet.
Did you guys... Well, don't wear shoes. That's why you never take his shoes off.
I've seen his bare feet.
Have you, though? Or maybe those were secondary
No,
shoes?
like literally bare feet. Like, I am a weird hybrid.
Huh.
So, yeah, how do we explain
Have you ever
bears?
taken
What's the
off
point
his-
of bears? Does it just protect the national forest, like, from missing 411? People go into search and bears just murk them?
No, those are... So, here's the thing about bears.
Oh, God.
Bears are natural. They were invented by God 200 years ago.
So why do we have God if everyone's controlling everything else?
The penguins are controlling everything.
I'm so lost.
As Steve Buscemi once said, God also lives in fear of what he has created.
Steve Buscemi is also God. He was in that TV
Yes,
show.
yes. That's what I am quoting from. Thank you,
Are
Adam.
Steve Buscemi and Morgan Freeman in cahoots?
They're too pure. They can't be trusted. By anyone.
Are they both God, though?
Why are you looking at me?
Do they share a joint
You
Twitter
clearly
account?
put this in the
Apparently, I'm the chosen one.
They clearly didn't want you in the Discord for a reason.
You're right. Can you believe, after hearing that the moon is fake, they wouldn't let me in that Discord? Can you believe that? They thought
They wanted to know about the Earth, Nick, not the moon. They can't comprehend that part yet. They're still trying to figure out the Earth. So like, this dude's fucking ascended already.
He's seen the truth. He knows about birds.
He knows about birds and cats, and how birds are the primary prey of cats.
So, when a cat eats a bird, it's actually downloading the information that the bird has collected.
That bird
and
that
sending it.
bird is on the end of its
sending
life.
it to the base.
Oh my god. Where's the base? Is it China? Is that why
If we knew that, Jeff, we wouldn't be under the thumb of the man.
That's the point of the lakes under Antarctica. It's a huge server.
The penguins wouldn't allow that, Jeff.
The penguins are protecting it. No one fucks with penguins, Nick. No one goes up and like, fuck that penguin. They see penguins and are like, they're cute. Like, they're just doing their life. And then we ignore the rest of the terrain they're on. And we watch them.
That may be truth.
Right.
Oh.
I wonder how I'm gonna I'm fucking with that Discord now.
Maybe this
let
is
me find the latest bullshit that they've come up with. Flat Earth debate.
I think we just end it here.
Yeah. That was...
So would you guys? So one of the first thing I read on the fucking Flat Earth channel, Flat Earth debate of the Flat Earth Discord. I think he was following New Age religion, but in denial, and he just kept sending YouTube videos of sunsets, saying it's evidence for flat Earth and tiny rockets that couldn't escape Earth's atmosphere. He was saying that was evidence. We're in a dome. LOL. That means League of Legends. Also, whoever sent a bunch of bots for no reason, I don't understand what was the point. League of Legends. Weird flex, but okay. That means Oklahoma. I can read their code.
We know where it's going on, boys. We'll fucking figure it out for the rest of you on the next one.
Alright.
Next week, we'll be live from Oklahoma City. In Kansas. No, Kansas City is in Oklahoma. Why are there two Kansas cities?
I think,
Where are the two Kansas?
They're in Missouri and Kansas.
I don't think there's one in Kansas.
The Penguins took it
We'll
out.
put that on the Kansas City debate one next time.
Alright. Well, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think this went better than the first take.
Yeah.
I can't say no.
The first take was
The
pure.
first take was pure.
This
I had
one-
to throw in a lot of bullshit for the second one. That was from the soul right there.
Technical difficulties are fun, ladies. and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
You find
you'll
out that
never
birds
see
are
'em.
fake.
So Ferda, everyone.
Ferda.
Coming from Jeff.
Now here's the thing about technical
No
difficulties.
one else? All right.
I
just
will
me.
drink.
No, I meant just saying your names before we signed off.
Oh.
For sure.
Yeah. I've been Adam.
I am Nick. I know the truth.
And yet again, I'm still Jeff, just questioning the truth and trying to figure out all the facts.
I hope Nick, you can go fuck yourself.
Penguins are evil.